So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the primary chain on. The primary chain itself. Okay, so we've got the shock absorber unit here, and that's the nose, and the nose goes on through here and runs on. There's a needle roller bearing, and the other side of the needle roller bearing is the oil seal, and this nose is chamfered to make sure it doesn't damage the oil seal as it goes in. And then this shaft will run on that roller bearing, and it will also run on the oil seal and hopefully prevent any oil getting through into the clutch. So I'm going to put a bit more. I've already put some things on there, and what I've done is I've already pre-fitted. I've just already put this on and pushed it in place. I'm not going to do it now, but because it's an upgrade, it's a different unit, I've pushed it right in to make sure it's clearing, it's not rubbing anywhere. I just did a belt drive conversion, and that was just catching on here. In fact, you can see that these have been cut down, I think, already. On mine, I had to cut that down when I put a belt drive conversion in. And then I've got the... What have I got? I've got the primary chain, and I've got the front engine sprocket. I've already, again, I've trial fitted the front engine sprocket on that spline, and it's just what I did because it's very tight on that spline. So what I'll do is I'll try and get the primary chain sort of half on, and when it's on, I'll heat this up so I can knock it on fully. Right, so the main thing is, behind the sprocket is this spacer. I think it's a 10 thou spacer, and that was on there when we took the sprocket off, and that means that the primary chain has been aligned, and they put that 10 thou spacer in because it needed it, so it's very important we put it back in. I'm not going to recheck the primary chain on this, A, because it's already got that spacer, which means that it's obviously been checked in the past, and B, Jack Siemens himself says it's not vital to have a perfectly aligned primary chain. Jack Siemens being the sort of main mechanic on Tridents, and he works in the experimental department and the racing department, and kind of actually, I think, built the Trident in the first place. Doug Healy designed it, but you know, Jack was one of the main sort of engineers actually building it. Right, let's see. I don't know if we can. I certainly don't know if we can. But let's see if we can get the primary chain assembly on, because it might go on. But now we've got the chain, and the chain will obviously add some tension. So whether the whole caboodle will go on, I don't know. Just check we've got a continuous chain for the primary chain. So I know you can't see this, but just forgive me. That there's no horseshoe link or anything, because obviously if there was, yeah, that'd have to go on the outside and face the right way around. But this is a continuous chain. There's no link in it, which is kind of good and bad. It's a great chain, but it means we can't adjust it in any way. Right, okay. First, yeah, okay. So check that I've actually got the shock absorber on round the right way. Got the primary chain and that. Then I'm just going to put that loosely, very loosely on that shaft. And let's see if I can engage the front engine sprocket. I'd be very happy if I could. Yeah, so that's kind of gone in. And let's see if we can get that in a bit further. All right, good. So I'm just going to knock this on a little bit if I can. Yeah. Okay, I've got that. That's gone on now. I didn't mean it to, but it has. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the blowtorch. I'm going to heat the sprocket up, so make it easier to knock in. So I'm just going to heat the sprocket up now, because it's a very tight fit. I tested it before, and you definitely want to do that before you fit it, because otherwise, you know, you've got a big struggle ahead. it is very tight on there. I put it on, I heated it and I put it on once, and then I used the puller, to pull it back off again. But it did sort of inform me that it's a very tight fit, this sprocket, and so a good idea to try and give it some heat before I put it on. Okay, we're getting a bit of heat. Let's see if it will go on nicely. Come on. There we go. It's about as nice as it was going to go on. There. Good. And there's the primary chain on with our new triplex conversion. And yeah, we got the oil pump drive there. Great.